It's yours. Jurassic Park. It's your job to make it work. Just build the park and populate it with dinosaurs. Lots of dinosaurs. This will be the greatest theme park in the history of the world. Your job is to keep the park gates open. Prove to InGen that the park is viable and safe.
Code Red, this is Park Control. Raptor breakout in Sector 32. Code Red. Copy that, Control. I'm reading 6 visitors in Sector 32. Okay, let's repair that breach.
Oh, yes. You have a T-Rex. Don't forget, he's a hunter. Design it, build it, breed dinosaurs. It's yours. Jurassic Park.
Hello people, welcome to Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, modded this time actually. We are using the DJE mod and the Forgotten mod. DJ basically just makes the game look a whole lot nicer. If you look at it now, it's a bit brighter. When we actually get into building the park, you'll see a bit more of what it is and how it works. The Forgotten adds about 15, I think, more dinosaur species. Not all of them will be accessible to us, but I've customised it slightly. I've played around with some of the NAI files as well. I adjusted the start money, adjusted some of the research times and stuff like that, just to make certain things a bit more balanced and hopefully speed things up a little bit. But we're just going to hop right into it.
Hello,
Let John Hammond speak.
and I am in charge of InGen.
So, we are going to want maximum shape, just because of the amount of creatures that we're going to have, that we're going to place in. We're going to want as much space as possible. Mountains, I like to have one. I think it changes things up a little bit, makes a bit of height to the island. Something nice. Rivers don't matter, trees don't matter as much. I want a square island there, and that will do perfectly. Brilliant. Right. Just wait for this to load. Come on. Come on. There we go, perfect. Right, so I tend to start near the edge a lot of the times. There we go, we'll head down here. First thing I do, plop down an entrance. Right there, that'll do. Look at the males. Right. In terms of the dig teams we can start with, usually it's one of these three. I have changed it slightly to not include Morrison Formation A in the initial start teams, but thankfully it hasn't come up. This new dig site though, this dig site here, does actually have a new species in it, which is nice. Very nice. So I'm going to demonstrate one of those straight away. I believe, by default, it's Parasaurolophus, Saurosaurus, and Acrocanthosaurus. But Chasmosaurus, I believe, has been added to that dig site. It's just a nice change to spice things up a little bit. So, first thing I like to research by the guard straight away, otherwise people just become miserable when it inevitably rains in a couple months' time. Let's put this 4x1, get some paths going. 5 there. 5 there. That looks like that. Just a very basic shape to start things off. Bit of space for some shops, which is always nice. We don't want that actually. We want a food stall straight away. Let's go for a couple on the edge. And then some toilets. Just a few basic things to get us started. I will be seeing what dinosaurs we started up with first very soon. Cleaners also essential straight away, just 5. It is a bit expensive every month, but it's worth it. Otherwise people complain constantly about the state of the park. Right, so let's hop straight in, build some fences. I'm assuming we're going to build some herbivores first, so low security should be fine. It is right up next to the path, which is a bit awkward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just a nice basic shape with a lot of space in it. Always helps. There we go, straight away, new species. Unlocked for us. The only species? No, they're not. Okay, we've started. That's quite rare. Very good. I'm happy with that. Get some water down. I will likely have these guys sharing an enclosure, just because of the amount of herbivores in the pack. Right. Paleo bale. Again, it's just healthier. Less chance of them getting disease if you're using paleo bales, which is nice. And again, with paleo trees, another thing that has been changed is the price. You'll notice it's gone down from... Oh. Okay, I tell a lie. Maybe not. It is still ridiculously expensive. I've got to keep my eye on this, but it's worth doing. Because trees are ridiculously expensive. So, I have put my dig sites down. I usually wait before hatching out the first dinosaurs until at least have some bones. At least for the first batch to come through. Mainly because, as I'll show you now, 9 months and 8 months. It's not a very long time to start off with initially. Which, I mean, it's fine, you can start off with that. I just prefer to, for my investment I suppose, in the species to be a bit more permanent and not to have to keep on purchasing new dinosaurs. It just saves money and it's just a lot of hassle if you have dinosaurs dropping off constantly to keep them going. Just have them on, like, because their lifespans are slightly increased. By default, I believe the maximum lifespan is about 3 or 4 years, maybe 5. I'll put one of these here. These are quite nice. But that has been increased. Let me get symmetrical quickly. That has been increased. Just to make, again, things a bit easier and a bit cheaper. 8 months. You might be able to hear the clicking of the mouse. It's a loud mouse. I do apologise. Right. So, I believe we should be pretty close. There we go. Straight away. Not what we wanted. Unfortunately. Also what the amber turns out to be. If that's nothing helpful, then unfortunately I will just go straight to Chasmosaurus. And have the 8 months on them, which is a shame, but I want to open up the park as quickly as I possibly can. I should want to research, because the sooner that's done, the better. As well as, again, as soon as visitors come in, they'll be able to use the umbrellas. And if it starts raining, let's look at the forecast, it's not forecast to rain, which is nice. That always helps. I'm going to start doing a bit more with the design of the park, I think. Bit of that there. Just playing around with it a little bit, making it look a bit nicer. As I like the entrances to be quite grand and quite big in scale. Or the initial one, anyway. You tend to dot around entrances here, there and everywhere. Hopefully you're noticing the graphical improvements though. Obviously it's a 15-year-old game now, I believe, 2003. So, it helps quite a lot. Just to keep it a bit more current. Torosaurus, okay, that's fine. Actually. Oh, do we wait or do we not? Because we could have a reasonable lifespan on a Torosaurus if we waited just a couple more minutes. Oh. First piece of research is done now. That is always helpful. I like to then straight onto the vaccines. Purely because, again, if you don't have those, it can cost you so much money and be such a rush. Trying to get them in as quickly as possible if your dinosaurs do fall ill. Do that there. Again, just making it symmetrical and look nice. I'll leave the path there actually. I was thinking about it because I could do a fountain in that centerpiece if I was, but no. We'll leave that till later when we actually unlock those kind of things. After doing the vaccines, I will... 34%, that's fine. I will likely move on to the security fences, just so we can introduce some carnivores into the park a bit more reliably, a bit more safely. I'm sure we won't have many problems with security, but you never know. Oh, that's the thing I forgot. Straight away. As far away as possible, purely because they're so loud. They're so loud. And it's so annoying to have it right next, just right in your ear constantly. No, you want that as far away as you possibly can have it. But now these guys are in. Should be some more deliveries soon, which is nice. I can't buy any more teams yet. I will do them. You might also have noticed again something with the mods. Usually start with 1 or start with 3. Just speed things up again because this is quite a slow game. It's almost designed like a mobile game in the wait times, which is quite odd, although it's quite odd. But it can drag on a little bit, as it is doing now a little bit. If we can... Dinosaur 65. I believe that should be our longest. There you go, 2 years. Okay, we'll have 3 of those. Taurosaurus will be our first one. I may have Taurosaurus sharing with Chasmosaurus, just because they're from the same geological location, so that makes sense. And they're quite similar. Although I do like a bit of variety in the enclosures. We'll see. I'll build another enclosure this way. 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4. Oh, symmetrical. Is that? Yeah, perfect. Just so when we get Parasaurolophus and others. Again, I could also be a Hadrosaur enclosure, but we shall see. Lakes. Let's have that. Just a bit of design. This would be a... That's what I wanted to do. This would be a headlevel enclosure as well. And then some more amber. Lovely. Acrocanthosaurus. We cannot actually make them yet, purely because we don't have the right security structure, so I'll put them in last in the queue. But we've got Taurosaurus, and I will show you those quickly in a second. But we shall open the park first. How does them speak? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Right, where is he? I believe, yep, they've got new skins. I say new, it's just a bit more HD than what they had beforehand. Purely because the original skills, the vanilla skins even, aren't the best. They're okay, but they're a bit outdated. Again, it's about a 15-year-old game. Maybe even 16 years old now. I believe it's 2003. Could be wrong. There you go, his friends are coming in now. Lovely. Fossil market. Lovely. Anything interesting on sale here? Possibly could purchase that. Oh, how much was it? Actually, I didn't check. 6,000. Yeah, we can go for that. We'll bring in money reasonably quickly. I will actually customise the kiosk shortly, something I forgot to do as well. Right, kiosks. Sandwiches and a salad. It's a nice vegetarian meal, I suppose. Have that one quite cheap. And then, let's completely the other end of the scale. Burger and chips, quite popular. I don't know, 26. There you go. Chasmosaurus is 83%. I actually think I'll have Chasmosaurus in this enclosure over here. 10 years. 3 of those in there. And I'll have one of them share with a Taurosaurus, with a Parasaurolophus even. Oh, it won't fit there, well I can't put another one in. That's fine. We've got the viewing platforms ready. That's a very good reminder. I can now purchase more teams. By 5? 5 in total. That'll do fine. And we'll just add one in there and one there. Oh, but again, I'm running out of money. I got to be careful, but I just wanted to fill those up. Just to get the species in as fast as possible. But you should shortly be seeing one of the new species. There we go. Didn't do the announcement, I must have missed it. But as you can see, the Forgotten mod, I will have all the links to the mods in the description. The textures and the models as well, they're very, very well done for a mod. A lot of mods, they can be a bit iffy with their designs, but it's quite incredible. This is the best I've seen. And especially with the DJE mod helping to boost just the general look and feel of the game. It's really, really quite nice. Chasmosaurus 100%. Perfect. which is annoying, actually. 45 years. So the third one's going to outlive his friends. It's a little bit sad. But they're all happy. It's actually a little bit smaller than the other one. I may have... I might have to rethink the structures. Like, oh no, it is the same size, just further up. That's fine, actually. Amber! Lovely. There should be some other things as well. Nope, just the amber. Probably sold the others, I'd assume. It's all Chasmosaurus stuff now. Acrocanthosaurus we can breed. Probably has a decent lifespan on him, but he's quite a risky investment at this point. Because the fences that we have are quite all there. They're not quite up to scratch yet. A good thing to do as well, a little tip, is to name the vents. I believe Playpen will likely be most appropriate soon. This one should have more of an idea. It takes a bit of time for the actual vent to know what it wants to do. There's only 3. Brilliant. Perfect. Those be playpens, purely because they're all herbivores, they're all friends with each other. Yes, people are like the... Right, do we have any visitors, actually? We do have a few. None of them are particularly saying much. Let's find out. Hello, Paul. How are you? Let's find you. There we go. Look at his face. Look at that hair. My word. Style there. Look at that. Right. Hello, Paul. Who are you? From South Carolina. Is satisfactory stuff. Have you seen anything? You have seen Chasmosaurus. What are you complaining about? Very good. He's happy with the security as well. Going well. He's only just got it though, I assume. Torosaurus is 83. I think Parasaurolophus is still lagging behind. Yeah, I don't even have 50%. Not even 50% yet. Look at these guys. Oh, they're a bit upset. Do they have the same AI as Torosaurus, where they charge at each other? It looks to be that way, although they tend to be quite energetic. Perfect. Very good. Little details like that really help boost, especially in a modded game. You don't expect that kind of detail. Very, very, very nice. Extract these too. Perfect. Brilliant. Well, we have 2 species in the park so far, and I think I'm going to end off the first episode there. So, I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.